Daruk, your move.
Right. So what's currently going on with what's his name? Imsh.
Imsh has had a bottle thrown in his face.
Yeah. Is that
and,
it?
Gawain is pointing two swords at him and has told him, if you move, your next move will be your last.
Imsh is the big ogre guy, right?
Yeah, he's the big three.
Sorry, orc. Yeah. Troll, half orc, something like
that. He's a half orc, but we
there
said
we go.
like I said, he looks like he's about 3/4 orc.
More.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Human. Let's not get racist.
Right. Okay.
Human.
Yeah.
In that case, I will. I don't have my weapons prepared, do I?
You can draw like as a free action.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, I will draw my. What should I draw? I will draw my my rapier skewer.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot.
And just attack crew 2. Give a name to crew 2.
I have just called him Nevis, so Daryl.
Nevis. I will attack Nevis.
His chat has demanded it.
Yes, chat. We love you, chat. We do.
Yeah, that's basically what you have as equipment. Yeah. Yeah. So attack roll with your rapier then. Skewer.
Syntax error.
Oh wait.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah,
your
my character sheets have been erroring out.
What do I roll for this then? Just 1d20 plus.
You roll 1d20 plus your dex plus your +2, basically.
Okay. Right, 1d20 plus 2.
1d20 plus 2 plus your dex or strength, whichever's better. I believe it's your dex.
Plus 2 plus. What the fuck are my core stats over there? Yeah, plus, so 1d20 plus 4.
Also, I hate whoever it is who's messaging in Skype because I can't read it. Otherwise, it will screw up the Skype call.
It's Jamie asked me about his weapons.
There you go, I rolled a 14.
14 against a Crimber is a hit, so roll a d8 plus your dex modifier. Do you only have +2 dex?
Yeah.
Sorry, God, you have more than that.
Um.
Oh, you do. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
put all my stuff into charisma.
Fair.
1d8 plus. So yeah, 1d8 plus 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Why is that an unrecognized command? For God's sake.
I'm gonna
Is
go
it
with.
because you touch yourself at night?
This is against Nevis, who is going to 2.
Yep.
Okay. He goes down to.
An undisclosed amount of hit points.
He is
down
he's
to
harmed.
a rapier.
He is harmed by the stab as you like
Well, that's good. I'm glad it wasn't
deflects it, but like it slices across his shoulder, and he's like evidently not expecting to be in a fight at this point in time, and he's drunk and and it's very bad.
Very bad.
You have hurt him quite badly. There's blood oozing down the side, like one arm.
Cool. Can I still make a move action after this, or am I?
You are kind of in combat is the issue, like because you've stepped up to stab him.
Yep.
Now if you try and just walk backwards, he'll just stab you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right.
You can make any bonus actions if you want to give out bardic inspiration or power word heal or whatever it is you can do. Not power word heal.
Hold on. Give me a
Healing
second.
word. It's healing word.
AKA, you should probably give bardic inspiration for someone.
Yeah. No, I am.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Just figuring out who's still behind me.
Doble's battle.
Yeah. Wait. Who's still left to come this turn?
I still have an action to go technically.
Yeah.
I mean, and Zeta hasn't gone yet. He had the surprise round.
Oh, right. He hasn't gone yet, has he?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So go with Zeta.
Where's Zeta? There.
Because
Yeah, I mean,
Gwen's
okay, so
already
I'm
going to
gonna,
get like advantage on his attacks against Imsh. Because
Yeah. Cool.
He's
So
got-
that'll be a
Maybe.
double of power for Gawain, please.
Sorry.
That'll be a dough ball of power for Gawain.
Okay.
Doble's the power.
Doble flicks over Gawain's head and just lands on your mouth as you're mid-sentence, slightly ruining your point, but inspiring you to great effect. Actually, I
Yeah.
think I'm misremembering something. I think, but yeah, okay, cool. Yep. So you can now use bardic inspiration. So anytime you roll d20, you can then roll an extra d6 to buff it. You can roll the d6 after you see the results of your d20 roll, but not before I tell you whether it's a hit or a miss.
Okay.
Cool. So, Imsh. What's Imsh gonna do? Imsh is smart, reasonably. Yes, you got
And
ready
sober, which is an interesting
Yeah,
point.
that's the thing. I'm like, is it loyalty or like just to kind of like I won't get stabbed that wins out here? Nah, he's a half orc. He lives a battle. Yeah, he's gonna just like step forward and try and hit you in the head.
Steps like.
Yeah, you go for the attacks.
So I'll go first on attacks.
Yeah. Does this work? Whoop whoop. That is a hit. And
That's,
then
yeah.
so that is 3 plus 7. No, there's a crit. Nope. Okay, so 3 plus 7. That is okay. Yep. But he steps out of that again. Like you cut like cross slash across him, but the half orc blood madness has descended, and he just raises this big steel bar to whack you in the head. Your AC is 17, so let's see whether he can crush your face. No. He swings and you just neatly sidestep, like parrying it off your sword. Swords. Yes, because actually you do gain AC from being a master of 2 weapons, attacking and defending simultaneously.
Nice.
Cool.
He's an all-rounder.
Yeah, it's basically like it's a feat for so you can't use shields. You don't get the full benefit of if you could use a shield, but you do get extra AC. It's
Cool.
means that dual wielding isn't automatically just terrible. Okay, so Nevis. Let's go back. Let's go back has been introduced. On these people. He knows their names. Who's joined the cabin, boy? Oh dear God. Yeah. So Nevis is gonna like try and stab Darek. Darek, what is your AC, please? Whoa. Darek, your AC? No, never mind. He didn't miss you anything. It's fine. Like this dude, like evidently has been drinking too much. Like swipes at you, and you just completely sidestep it. It's like, nope, get out my face. Okay, Zeta. It is your move.
So
Daryl and Greg are like facing off at you. You've received a slight nick to the side
from Greg.
from Greg.
So they've both literally just passed me with their attacks. So
Yeah, they both lunged at you. One of them like you dodged as you threw the bottle. The other caught you by surprise as he kind of came around the back of his friend, and then are like squaring off against you, knives in hand. Your sword, you've like pulled your short sword and adopted. I don't know what kind of martial art style you use as a monk, but yeah, you are in position to begin with the stabbing and kicking.
Surely as a monk he used his bare fists.
You can use monk weapons, so the official weapons of your martial art style. Eventually, you get so good with martial arts that no weapons are as good as your fists, including to the point
But
where
it's logic.
Oh, yeah, it's just the power of martial arts and key, manipulating your inner energy.
Also, Jamie, can you name your martial art style, please?
What?
It's called the cabin boy. It's called the cabin boy.
Yeah,
I call this technique the cabin boy.
You don't know this.
I'm psychic.
That sounds really dodgy.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't it?
This is the cabin boy that we won't have seen before.
Yeah, this is the cabin boy. No one walks away from this alive. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
Just roll your attacks.
Okay, so
Just so you're aware, if you go to your character sheet in the weapons tab, there's like a bunch of dice down the right-hand side. So you can make a martial arts attack as a bonus action on any turn where you use the attack action to with a normal weapon. So you can.
Do I have like an advantage in using that?
No advantage because you're just in normal combat. But you can. So you can attack with. You can roll the attack. Sorry.
The
rules are.
there is an advantage to
martial
using
arts is you can
it.
attack
You
with a
don't get
weapon.
the mechanic advantage when you use it.
Yes.
If that makes
So
sense.
Because what I want to do is grab Greg and Daryl and smash their heads together with the follow-up of drawing my short sword.
I mean, you can attack them both with martial arts if you want, but that is
Yeah.
So roll martial arts twice on two of them, I guess.
Okay.
It's inefficient, but I like it.
How do I like that? How do I do that?
So if you go in the weapons tab,
Yep.
you see the row that's labeled martial arts.
Yep.
At the very far end, there's the attack button.
I see.
Click it twice. And hopefully this shall work. So
Syntax error.
good. Okay. How does that happen? Okay. If you look along the row with martial arts, what's the to hit?
6.
Okay. So type /r space 1d20 plus 6.
And do that again.
That again.
So one is fail.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the you like sweep your arms in to grab like their heads. The one guy ducks it, so you just continue the momentum and just basically smash this second guy. So let's see who was the first one on. Greg is a little closer to you, I guess, on our little diagram. So Greg like ducks out the way, and so you just like grab the side of Daryl's head and then just karate chop him in the neck. Roll a d4 plus 4 because you are just so skilled.
Oh,
Although apparently you can't roll that well. Okay, so you do 5 damage to Daryl, who is 3. Okay, yep.
They dead yet?
Nope, those two are both still standing.
Carol the cabin boy's turn.
Yes,
Oh,
Carol
dear.
the cabin boy.
he's bringing the cabin.
The cabin fever is coming for you.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna run forward screaming, like try to stab at where Skovac is.
On the table.
Your AC is? I
Uh,
don't think it's that good.
No, it's like 14.
Yeah, it's only Zeta and Gwaine who have AC of like 17. Because Zeta, like Gwaine has it by wearing like chainmail and stuff, and Zeta's just like, I am just awesome. I wear no armor. I'm just exceptionally wise and nimble.
The monk's still
Really hard abs.
Yeah, it's so funny. He does minimum damage of 2.
Nice.
You lose
Do you
2
need me to update
HP.
that?
Like,
Um,
he like nicks you, I guess, just very lightly. Probably just
yeah,
like
it's
misses
that's
you.
the thing.
Just
He
like
has
hits
stabs
you with his
down-
elbow as he goes to like slash the air behind you, and you're just like,
Yeah, it's like he like stabs down on the table, and I just kind of roll, but he just like catches me slightly, I guess.
you probably hurt yourself more from the rolling over the table than you
Yeah.
do from his like force.
Alright, down
Okay,
to 7.
we return to Gwaine. You are locked in combat with a half orc who is very mad and is trying to pummel you to death.
So, I'm going to take a 5-foot step to the left.
5-foot steps aren't in this one.
What?
Yeah, the 5-foot steps are just a pathfinder thing. In here, you just have the move action is just moving, and then your action can either be to disengage, which is to basically safely retreat, dash, which is move again, or attack, and then your bonus action is also attack.
Do you still provoke attacks of opportunities for moving out a certain square?
Yeah.
What
So
about, can you still like move across without moving out a threatened?
yeah, you can move around a person, but you
Okay.
can't like just turn and run away. You have to like slowly disengage from them. So your action can be to disengage, which is moving away without provoking an attack.
Well, I don't care about. I'm gonna move. Okay, I can move a bit more then. I'm gonna step around him, so I'm left there,
Okay.
and continue my onslaught of blades.
The onslaught of blades. Sounds so fancy. His AC is 13, so that is a miss, and you don't have advantage anyway. Oh,
Well, you didn't tell me.
sorry.
You're
well-
bad rep.
Sorry, that was my bad. I mean,
I'm using
you're
bardic
you're on a
inspiration,
9,
fuck
so
you.
you're on a 9, and yeah, that was I rushed over that. I'll give you that one. But you miss anyway. And then with the longsword, that is a hit. You do not have advantage, so you do not crit.
I'm flanking with Skovac. What are you on about?
He's on the table. Like, that's 10 feet away. That-
Skovac, going flanking already.
and that
You're
doesn't
wrong.
that doesn't give you advantage. Just gives him sneaking.
I'm
Okay, so you do 7 more damage. Okay, yeah, Imps like is leaking blood now. He doesn't look so hot. As you kind of like stab forward with your rapier, he like just smacks the thin blade away with his club, and you slash him across the arm with your longsword. I mean, he's still big and scary, and looks like he'll take plenty of killing yet. Okay, Daryl and Greg. They're gonna go for
Man.
stabbing Zeta, I guess.
Fuck's sake.
That is that one, like Daryl panicking after like just being chopped in the head, like wheezing and stuff, just like wildly lunges, and you just lean backwards. And Greg attempts to take advantage of your distraction by Daryl again, but you're not having any of it this time. So you matrix dodge out of the way, as you generally do. People don't get close to you because you're a badass. So that is Daryl and Greg have attempted. Skovak, my dear boy.
Am I in range of attacking the imps?
Like
I feel like I'm on the table. I could kind of move and attack anyone around the table, like.
Yeah, I guess I mean,
like without
thing
really.
is that you have to take like a couple steps, and there are two people with knives like standing over you. Is the thing.
Yeah, the thing is, like, they're equally off the table. Like, I'm on. I get like there's kind of tax opportunity, and there's like. I feel like I'm kind of not. I mean, within like this table, like the tables are big, right? They're not bigger than like a 5-foot square, right? You're not gonna lay
table like 8 people.
So like if we were to use a grid rules, right? Hear me out.
Yeah, but the grid is not accurate. I just drew it to like.
Yeah, I know, not that grid. But if we were to use grid rules, a table would not occupy more than a 5-foot square. Like that's a person by a person. That's quite a large table. So I only move around my little 5-foot square.
I think if he makes a good acrobatics roll, you can do some fancy shit to dive out the way.
Look, if I have to make an acrobatics roll, I have to roll at disadvantage. That's not great.
I mean, it's like if it was just like one of them, then sure. But it's the fact that like 2 of them are like waiting for you to show any opening. So if you just try to move around one with like being cautious, the other one will jump at you because it's difficult to keep in mind 2 opponents at the best of times.
Okay, fine then. I just
sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I still have tactics. Of it's just I shoot at him with my crossbow. I shoot at him with my crossbow.
I mean, you've got 2 weapons in hand.
Yeah, I drop my
Drop your dagger, pull one of your crossbows out, and just shoot him to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Are the pistols still on the table?
Yeah.
Yes.
I pick up one. I like literally as I was sliding along, I dropped my dagger and I picked up a pistol and just turned and just nail him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
so,
wait, no, I'm not proficient with pistols though.
I mean, we discussed. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be proficient with guns to shoot them. You just need to be proficient to reload them.
So D20 plus 5,
and because you know how to aim a gun or just aim a thing. So yeah. Holy crap! And as this guy is being flanked by an ally,
I get my sneak attack.
You have sneak attack. So roll a D10 plus a D6 plus your dex.
Yeah. Thanks for actually giving me a better thing to do.
Funny. You don't crit.
Yeah. So I'm in retarded.
12.
Shit, Johnny.
Okay, yeah, so like this bullet whizzes across Imsh's head and like knocks out like kind of comes through a chunk of it and like blood sprays out because head wounds bleed a lot. And you could see like the white glint of bone underneath. And
unfortunately, he still gets another turn because he's a half-orc.
Yeah, half-orcs
but
are
he is
OP.
at least down once.
Yeah, he like lurches forward and like just kind of you hear this like guttural roar as he like stands back up again. And like the blood fury in his eyes.
And I suppose you're not going to let me attempt to make it like an acrobatics roll to then get off the table without provoking tax opportunity. I know in Pathfinder we did acrobatics, could do that kind of shit. I don't know if in this one we want to do that kind of shit.
I mean...
If he gets high enough, I don't see why not.
Okay. I guess acrobatics opposed by, like, Brooch's attack roll. Like, basically, they both get their attack rolls on you, and if your acrobatics is higher, you just flip away.
Actually, yeah, probably, but actually, it's probably not for the best. I'll stay where I'll stand my ground. I'll stand my ground.
I mean, Yeah.
Because
Okay.
if I wasn't at disadvantage, I'd probably go for it. But I'm really drunk.
Yes,
Which
actually, because
actually-
yeah, it's an ability check, so it would be disadvantage as well.
Yeah. Although, on the other hand, I am really drunk. And I'm feeling badass. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, give me 2d20
Because I'm really drunk.
d8 1.
And
plus your-
here's where Skovac dies.
R.I.P.
D20 plus 7.
So you have to beat that, and you have to beat.
That's a good one. So one's gonna hit at least.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah. So you get the lower one, which is 19. So you kind of like you go to backflip, like dropping the pistol again because it's empty. You don't know how to reload it. You're just like fuck yeah. Drop that. Like go to backflip. You kind of lilt a bit to the left because you're kind of drunk. And like so Carol the cabin boy just stabs into the ground, completely whiffing, and then you just like fall over slightly as Roach thrusts, and he cuts you across the side.
And I am literally diving off in like away from those two to be behind Derek.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to take some damage first.
1d4 plus 2.
And also, notably, away from 5 feet from Imsh.
Yeah, you're you can get back up to Derek without like being in Imsh's anger range.
Cool. So how much was that 4 damage I took there, wasn't it?
4 damage.
Definitely. I feel worth it to get out of the way of.
You're accruing knife damage, but you're okay. You're okay.
I'm down to 3 health.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. Don't worry.
Okay, so Roach's turn. That was his reaction. So he's going to run over here and try to stab Gwaine.
Gwaine can take it.
Manly man.
Ties favor the players, so no hit. Actually, no. Ties favor the players in terms of ability checks. In AC, equal or better is a hit, so that is a hit. So he does that plus 1d6. So he gets sneak attack for 5 damage on Gwaine. So we're on 7. Okay,
Ow.
it's not overly comfortable. Yeah, so he runs over and like slices and manages to cut through some of your chainmail and like draws blood beneath.
Fine, scale mail.
Scale mail, sorry. It is scale mail.
Scale mail.
Sorry. He cuts through your scale mail rather than your chainmail. If you want to get technical with me, it's important, evidently. Derek, it is your move. You are still facing down Nevis, the most lame named crew members on the planet.
Yeah, he is. Okay. Let me fuck it. At this point, I might as well just go for him again. Yeah, I'll just stand there and
Stabby,
attack him.
stabby.
Yep.
Okay. D20 plus your dex plus about 5, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 1d20 plus 4, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep, that's a hit.
Nice.
Cool. And then 1d8 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, 1d8. Is it plus 2?
Yeah, it's plus 2.
Yeah, it's plus 2.
You do indeed get the extra damage. Not great. Nevis still stands. You like deflect off his blade and like you cut across his shoulder there, but not particularly deep. Like the dude having look like quite frightened now though. Like he's fighting a demon while drunk. He's probably like, losing his shit here. Okay.
I'm all out of actions, aren't I?
You can make. Oh, did I just skip somebody? No, I didn't. You can make a bonus action if you want to give somebody else bardic inspiration.
Yep, I will cast it on Zeta.
Zeta.
Yeah.
So a Doble flicks like the unseen servant that we have decided is your Doble delivery service. Like reaches round, grabs a Doble from your pouch, just chucks it up and over this Nevis to Zeta.
And it's gone.
Just like you just see like Zeta like palms off a knife strike, like leans backwards to dodge the next one, and just lands in his teeth.
Perfectly.
He's back up, just like, come on.
Whenever this gets described, all it sounds like
Is the Matrix?
It's
No, I was going to say the sensory beams from Dragon Ball Z.
or Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
Oh my god. we've done it. We've done it. Okay.
Eventually, I'm getting good enough to make sensu beans.
So
On a completely side note, I'm going to distract everyone.
Yes, I am very excited about the new series of Dragon Ball Z.
yes, I have indeed seen that. Okay.
Imps.
Yeah, and Imsh gets the full power of his he's gonna basically this round he gets to actually do all of his things because all of his abilities get activated by having buddies nearby.
I should not have left and let Roach get next to him.
Okay, one hit, and it is /R space 1 plus. This is bad for you on a third of the time. Oh! 6 damage dealt, taking dear Gwaine down from 7
Can we have a
HP to
description of
1.
What happened?
So Imps as Roach dives in from the side and cuts up into your armor, Imps just takes full advantage for 2 massive swings. Like you manage to duck under the first one, as swoops overhead as if he trying to hit you with a baseball bat. But unfortunately, you're already crouched, and he just brings it back around, just smacks you in the side, and you feel ribs just crack as the
Is there a stagger roll or something for that? See if he stays on his feet.
Don't say these things, okay, Zeta? Don't say these things.
Yeah.
You say them when we hit them.
Stop making it interesting.
Basically, only people who get in the game, mechanically, you get abilities that do those kinds of things. So, for instance, if you go into the martial artist spec as a monk, you can do things like, if I successfully hit a dude with this attack, I knock them back 10 feet, which could be hilarious on airships. If they board and you're just bye. Yeah. And also things like quivering palm, which mean you can set off vibrations in a person's body that you can then choose to make him explode. Yep.
Cool.
Really good time to go.
Crew 2.